I found this other young man this morning. Found this man this morning. um, this is a really good video because I I never thought about what he's saying right here, especially in my own situation, because my sperm donor is a dark skinned black man, and he is he's jealous of me, and I never thought about it. I just never thought about, like, why did this man, number one, not raise me, neglect me, whatever. And my brother over the years would keep saying that he's jealous of you, and I was like, hmm, he's jealous of you because you're light skinned, and he's jealous of you because you don't have a stutter like he does. Like, he has a horrible stutter. He's had this his whole entire life. It hasn't stopped him from achieving academically, but the man has a horrible stutter. And talking to him is just really belaboring, and whatnot. So he's jealous of me, and I remember, like I said, he's just a mentally ill hater. You know what I'm saying? And uh, I've told this story so many times, but I think it was the end of last year where out of nowhere he comes on Facebook and he wants to talk to me. I haven't talked to this man in shit, damn, ever since I was 20 years old. I'm like, what the fuck do you want? You know what I'm saying? I wanted to talk to you about this. And I'm like, I don't have nothing to do with you. And then he started to have all this hate towards me. And I was just like, I already told you, man, just leave me alone, or else if I ever see you on the street, I'll kill you, And he knows this. I will put this man to death because he is a mentally ill, jealous hater, right? And my mother, when I was growing up, she would always profess her admiration for dark skinned dudes all the time. And I didn't know what to think of that. You are a child and you're like, whatever. I'm talking about celebrities, what I'm saying? Like Lou Gossip Jr. and all this other stuff, who I think is a handsome man, what I'm saying? Very handsome man, Lou Gossip Jr. And Isaac Hayes is another very handsome man. She would like guys like that. She would talk about stuff. Me and her would always talk all the time and whatnot. But I think that what goes on with a lot of dark skinned black men, and shall I say the dark skinned black community, is just like the comment that the young man left. Y'all think that y'all are gods. This is the thing. You think that you are the standard for the community, and a lot of you think that light skinned black people are supposed to bow down to you, and I don't have that submissive kind of mentality. That is pure bullshit. And if you try to bring that around me, I will quickly shut that shit down. I'll shut that shit down. You're not God. God is God, right? God is God. And even if God is a dark skinned black man, and that could be possible, you're not God. So, and I only bow down to him. I don't bow down to any of you. We are equals, okay? That's the way I look at it. So, there is, I'm not going to play what this idiot is saying right here. There is a lot of this dark skin idolatry that you light skinned people have to bow down before us. And I'm like, fuck, no, no, I won't. No, no, no. You're not God. I'm not God. We're just human beings. Stop the bullshit, dude. And I'm not looking for acceptance from the dark skinned dominant group because there's more of you than I'm not looking for your acceptance. If you accept me, great. If you don't, I really don't give a shit. This is this is my mentality. You know what I'm saying? And nobody's gonna sit here. And I've had a few dudes try to assert that they would beat my ass, and I said, "Let's go." And they were shocked because they are used to light-skinned black men as being afraid of everything, and I'm like, "Do I look like I'm afraid of anybody?" Now, I'm not going to say that I can't lose a fight. Of course I can. You know what I'm saying? But am I going to back down? No, no, I'm not going to back down. If you put me in a hospital, you put me in a hospital. If you knock me out, you knock me out. If you kill me, you kill me. I'm not going to back down. And I've had, like I said, most of my interactions negative have been with dark skinned dudes. And I know where this comes from. This comes from their self-loathing. They try to a lot of them, and if I'm not talking about you, I'm not talking about you. They try to act like we are the shit and we are the standard. We are this, we are that. If you are all of this, why do some of you like to attack light-skinned men? Why do you like to make jokes about light-skinned men? Why are you doing this all the time? Why do you like to physically attack light skinned men? I had these two brothers in my area. One of them would just yell at me for years, and I walked up to him to one day. I asked him. I said, "What is your problem, dude? I don't even know you. You don't even know me. Like you whatever light bright." And I looked at him like he was stupid, and I just walked away. And I remember one day, him and his brother were just yelling at me and talking shit, and I didn't have my gun on me, you know what I'm saying? And I just same thing. I looked at them and I just walked away like these people are fucking crazy. Seriously. This is what I'm talking about. If I would have had my gun on me that day, I would have shot them both. Like there's something wrong with a lot of dark-skinned black men. A lot of dark-skinned black men. You watch some of these videos and I'm watching, they will prefer to fuck light skinned black women, but then they'll be talking shit about their light skinned sons. I don't get this. This is all mental illness. But my father he is jealous of me. He's jealous of me because I'm light skinned and he's a darky. That's exactly what it is. And I say darky from the standpoint because this is apparently what he sees himself as lesser than. I don't know where this comes from. Two things I will not tolerate. I will not tolerate this, and this is what this guy said on the video. Y'all have to bow down. I don't bow down. The only deity I bow down before is God. If you were trying to push this dark skin worship bullshit, you will get quickly shut down. You will get quickly shut down. That shit doesn't fly with me. If you don't like me, you don't like me. I don't care. Me bow down before dark skinned people, that's a fucking joke. That's a joke, right? Uh, Us being friends, no problem. But if you have a dislike for me, if whatever, I don't care. Just stay the fuck over there and leave me alone. That's the way I handle my shit now. I just don't care about a lot of things anymore. You know what I'm saying? I'm not here to be a light skinned pick me worshiping dark skinned people. I'm not gonna do that. And like I said, I'll shut you down to your face. I don't give a shit who you are. You gonna stop that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't play this guy. This guy is just typical of another idiot that is believing in pseudoscience and stuff like that. And I don't get involved in that. A lot of light skinned black women I know are pick me's. They really are. They only deal with dark skinned black men because they want acceptance from the dark skinned community because dark skinned black people outnumber us. And so I don't play those games. My son's mother is light skinned, And I like light skinned women, and I don't see anything wrong with a light skinned man with a light skinned woman. But there is a lot of light skinned women who apparently don't like light skinned men, and even with that, I just don't care. None of this stuff is. This is all, weird nonsense. You know.